finally, at last, oh my dear, at last I reached the summit of Mount Sinai. Woo. This thing really takes your energy. It's at elevation 2,285 meters, and the last little bit was 751 steps. The elevation difference from St. Catherine's Monastery is 715 meters. I really don't blame Moses for staying in here a while once he got up here. But here, this is the place, this is the mountain where God wrote with his own finger the 10 commandments on tablets of stone. The only part of scripture that was written by God himself. The 10 words, the 10 commandments. If everybody would live by these 10 simple rules, we would have a wonderful society. But sadly, not everybody pay attention to the 10 commandments. The beginning of the 10 commandments, thou shalt have no other gods than me, was very important, because the Israelites had come out of Egypt where there was a plethora of divinities. There was a God for every kind of thing. God was the only one who created the heavens and the earth. And therefore the four first commandments is all about the divinity that led the people of Israel out of bondage in Egypt under the leadership of Moses. And in the fourth commandment it says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. What a wonderful commandment. It's a promise, really. It's an opportunity, because work must have its limits. And in the 10 commandments, the reason for keeping the Sabbath holy is given, for in 6 days the Lord created heaven and earth and all that is in them, and the 7th day he rested. That is the day for a rest for you, for your children, for your servants within your gates, for everybody. And even today, the Sabbath is really a day that ought to be experienced. When the sun sets on Friday, the 6th day of the week, you should put aside everything else and just relax, rest. Rest in the completed creation that God has made and in the completed salvation that Christ has accomplished for us. You know what? The numeral 7 is prominent in the Bible. In the first part of the Bible, it tells the story of creation, and on the 7th day, God had completed everything, and he rested. He rested because he wanted to set an example for men. He was not tired like I'm up here, but he wanted us to experience rest in him. In Norway, we have a very famous priest. He lived in the 16th century. And he wrote a number of songs to commit to the memory of people the biblical message. And he has a song about the numeral 7. Do you mind if I sing? I just love singing. And I'll even try to sing to you in Norwegian right here at the mountaintop. I'll give you a little translation before I sing. The numeral 7 is a divine numeral. The Holy Scripture will confirm it. The numeral 7 was of so great importance that the 7th day was made the Sabbath day. Listen to this in Norwegian. Det 7. tall fullkommenhetstall. Den hellige Bibel bekrefter det skal. Det 7. tall ble antagen så stort, at 7. dag ble til helligdag gjort. The 7th day was made the holy day. Why don't you, in your busyness, experience the rest of the Sabbath day? Try it out. You will be better for it.